Okay, so I'm waiting for the kettle to finish boiling. I'm extremely busy at the minute, but I thought, you know what? I'll fire out a very quick, rapid fire review on Cruella. It's been out for a while now, so there's no point really dwelling on it too much. But gotta say, from the off, Emma Stone is really good in this film. In fact, the acting in general is pretty good. You've got Emma Thompson as well, who's just absolutely fantastic in this. Yeah, the acting in general is pretty good, minus a few issues I had with some of the accents. One of them in particular, me and the missus completely decided to tear it apart because it was just hilarious. It's literally as stereotype as you can get. Can't remember the character's name, but it's one of Cruella's henchmen. It just gets a bit over the top, really ridiculous. But yeah, the acting is probably one of the best things about this film. The direction as well is really good. It's really spot on. You get some wonderful cinematography. Some of the shots, you like, long drawing shots. You get really great establishing shots. You get really good sort of atmospheric moments as well. Main problem I have with this film is that, bugger me, is it really convoluted. It jumps around all over the place, and the script isn't really that bad. It's just, I'm not entirely sure what the film is trying to be, because you're dealing with a character here, a plane flying overhead, fantastic. You're dealing with a character here who wants to, in the animation film, she gets to a point where she's literally, gonna murder some dogs to wear them as a coat, and you don't get a good sense of that in this film. You get a fundamental reason at the start for her wanting to do it, but then it never goes with it. It never tracks with that. It becomes something else. By the end of the film, there's no logical through line to go, oh, well, this is why she's going to end up wanting to skin the dogs and, make a coat out of them. In fact, she ends up adopting 3 bloody Dalmatians at the end and then giving the offspring of the Dalmatians she's adopted to Roger and his future missus, which I don't get. I don't get it. Not only that, but in that same token, it literally suggests that Pongo and Purdy are siblings. So there's a bit of an inbreeding issue there going on. Sorry, I'm doing my coffee right now, as you can see. Yeah, there's a bit of an inbreeding issue going on in that moment. It's baffling. It's really baffling. But yeah, I just don't know what the end game is. That's my biggest problem with Cruella. Yes, it is really well acted. Yes, Emma Stone is probably one of her best performances. Well, maybe that's being a bit too critical on some of her early ones, but I don't know what the end game is for this film. I don't know what the end game is, for the character, where she goes, and maybe we'll get that in a sequel or something. I'm not entirely sure if it gets a sequel, which I'm sure it is. I think it's already been greenlit for a sequel, which is great, fair enough. Yeah, it's messy. It's a messy film. The music, I'm so sorry. Yeah, they try and find popular music from that time period, which is really good. But it reminded me, and this was corroborated by my good friend Mr. Brazier of Spider-Man and the Secret Wars podcast. The music was exactly like the friggin' Suicide Squad. Too much all the time. Literally every couple of minutes you get a new song, another song. It doesn't give you anything atmospheric to really deal with, apart from one moment when this big twist has been revealed. And the twist was pretty good. The twist was really good. Surprised by the twist, to be quite honest. But yes, popular music all the freaking time. Some of it just seems like tacked on just to give you that sense of something rather than, being confident in what it's doing in the story. But that's my whole gripe, is that I'm not sure what they thought their end game was going to be. They focused on this twist, they focused on this angle, and it doesn't really work for me. But it's an okay film. I said to the missus, and we agreed, it's probably one of the better sort of prequel type of films in that regard. It's a solid, I'll give it, difficult. I think I'm labouring on a 6 out of 10 for it. But that's where I'm going to leave it, because like I said, I'm extremely busy. I'm in the middle of work, I'm in the middle of training. So that was it. A really rapid fire, not minute one, 5 minutes. Jesus, I'm going to be late. Rapid fire review. Spray's just got off from a coffee. But there you go. Cruella, 6 out of 10 for me. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.
Angry Andy Review.